Live long and prosper. I'm sharing today's episode, which is episode 22, with my friends at Moodscope, because I write for publication on most Mondays for Moodscope, this amazing community that helps you have robust, good mental health. And the blog for today, the 1st of June, is on being in the now, being in the present, the gift of the present. So I thought I would weave that into my series on how to live long and prosper and share this moment. And what a wonderful moment. I'm actually recording it on the 31st of May in a wonderful garden of delight. I hope you can hear the birds in the background celebrating the theme, which is how can we be in the now? Because I'm a creative, and as a creative I tend to live in the future, and my imagination is an amazing gift and an amazing curse, and I can create imaginary futures in my mind which cause great amounts of anxiety. So if I live in the future in an anxious state, that isn't good mental health. Or I can go time travelling back into the past and torment myself with all those things I could have done better, all those regrets. Therefore, there is a lot of comfort in the gift of the present. How can we stay in the present? Well, here are 3 ways that I love to use. The first one is breathing, and you can't see my huge tummy, but I've got my left hand over my tummy, about 2 inches below my navel, and my right hand over that. Apparently the ladies should be doing right hand first and then left hand, according to Qigong and Tai Chi, but I don't know why. Your breath of life is the most powerful external signal of being in the now. So just concentrating on your breath. No big yoga thing here, no big spiritual tradition, though those will add enormous value to your life. This is just about suddenly becoming aware of your breath in and your breath out. We're going to do 10 of those. That's number 1. Oh, that was lovely. There are far more sophisticated versions you can do of that, but it is a wonderful, easy example of my nan's wisdom. When I used to lose my temper as a young lad, my nan would say, count to 10. And those 10 breaths, by breath number 2, I was far more aware of the present, what was going on around me. Even though I was concentrating on my breath in and out through my nose, I could hear more of the birds. It was like I was hearing in surround sound. So this is technique number 2, I am, and it's a sensory technique. And we just clock through the senses. Some people like to do it with their hands, so they use 1 finger touch for each sense. Might be a vision there. Doesn't matter, that's maybe too sophisticated. You just go, I am seeing, and you say out loud, you say this out loud, what you're seeing now. I'm seeing the flowers. This is around the graveyard. Flowers in the graveyard. The rich abundance of the green of the trees, particularly the horse chestnuts are stunning this year. I'm seeing the grass reaching up with enthusiasm, the cherry tree coming into maturity, the watering cans, the fences, the railings, the greenhouse behind me. Yes, I've got eyes in the back of my head. So you get the idea. I am seeing, bizarrely, a bollard in the middle of the graveyard. And then I am hearing, that might be your middle finger, I'm hearing that wonderful song thrush, I think it is, singing his or her heart out. Then I've got the gossip of the sparrows. I can see a robin and hear, I can't hear him yet. Traffic off in the distance. And then I'm feeling, and feeling isn't emotions, it's physical feeling. So if I wasn't wired up to the microphones and the camera, I would go and stroke the tree. Yes, I am a tree hugger. I'd feel the texture of something. I can feel the texture of my linen Chinese jacket. My keys in my pocket. Feel something, because it brings your senses, your sensory awareness, your sensory acuity into the now. And then I am smelling. Oh, definitely getting the grass. There's a peacock there getting in the act. Can't smell the peacock, but I can hear the peacock. And a slight bit of flour, but here's the really exciting thing. We're going to do taste as well. I'm tasting liquid teeth. Beautiful coffee I had this morning. I can still taste the coffee. Even if you can't smell or taste anything, the very act of going, I am smelling, I am tasting, brings you into the gift of the present. So that's principle number 2. Principle number 1, 10 breaths. If you can get sophisticated and go deeper breathing as you do it, you'll find yourself really centered. And then as you're doing that, move into the senses. I am seeing, I am hearing, I am feeling, as in touch. I am smelling, I am tasting. And then the third technique is one purely for when you're with other people and you find you drifting away from the present. It's a bit like one of those needles, you know, have I gone to the past? What's happened to me in the past from what they're saying? Or have I gone to the future? Thinking about what I'm going to say next as if they cared. Some do. The most important gift you can give someone, a present to someone else, is the present attention. And so I love guitar, like one of my friends Ollie does. And there's a thing called Slapback Echo, which is a very, very tight echo, a very close echo. And that's a technique I use to stay tuned into somebody if my attention is wavering past or future. I give them the gift of present by repeating what they say in my head very, very quickly, like a slapback echo. Hello, hello. I'd like to talk today. I'd like to talk today. I don't say it out loud. They go, you're crazy. But what it does, you only need to do it for a couple of seconds, is get you honed in on every word and tone and subtlety that they're sharing with you, so that you stay in the present, you listen thoroughly, and you give them a gift, the gift of attention. Some people are so poor they can't even pay attention. Not you, not me, now that we've got these techniques. Thanks for tuning in. That was episode 22 of a series, Mood Scopers, if you're interested in seeing the rest of the series. And for those of you who've been with me in the series so far, thanks for sharing it with my buddies at Moodscope. Live long and prosper and have great, good, great mental health.